Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today I want to do something different. I meant to do this a couple days ago, it's just been a busy week, but this weekend on Reddit, this guy C-May posted a conversation piece about the Gold One auction house filter. And this filter, you can make millions and millions of coins a day. And a lot of guys in there were talking about how you can do it and what the specific filter is. But this one guy right here stuck out to me. He was trying to belittle C-May with his questions and the condescending things that he was saying. So I just wanted to take a second to read this to you because this is no longer on Reddit. The post was up for about 6 hours and then it got deleted and removed, and then all the comments were also deleted. So this is the only visual proof that it even existed. I was in the middle of making a video talking about this because this guy had a lot of questions, so I wanted to take the time to answer them. And then if this guy wants to comment to me and talk to me, I'll talk to you. Have an intellectual conversation about what's going on in the auction house and how you seem to think it's okay to be done, but it's not okay for everybody else to do it. So, as you guys can read this, he says, I left this long comment in one of your previous posts in the last couple of days, basically. And he said he's going to copy it into this one because he thinks it's relevant. So, he says, I want to ask you some things. Please read these questions and then answer with your mind and not your feelings, basically. His first question was, do you realize the game itself is set up with DDA and it's actually EOMM that already forces you to lose a certain percentage of games regardless of what you or your opponent's team is? Meaning, at a certain point and power level, the playing field is level already. Do you know this? And my response to this guy is, yes, we do know this. But the DDA and the EOMM are two different things. Under this paragraph under this question, he says, if you somehow got this filter removed, do you believe it will somehow level the playing field? Keep in mind the game is rigged with DDA. Well, that is where you're wrong. The game is actually rigged with the EOMM. And the EOMM stands for the Engagement Optimized Matchmaking Framework. And what that is a mathematical formula that EA has created, and it looks at the amount of time you play the game and your wins and your losses and your power and all these other factors, and then it determines a churn rate. And now your churn rate is how many wins you get and then how many losses you will get. The DDA is the dynamic difficulty adjuster. The only thing the DDA does is changes the difficulty without your knowledge. So one LVL might be really easy, and then the next LVL, it might be really, really hard. It goes from all Madden to all pro to easy, without your knowledge. Same difficulty changes in the weekly tournaments. Same difficulty changes in overdrive mode. The DDA is not what rigs the games. It's the EOMM. So, do I think it will make a level playing field? Yes, I do. And the reason why I say yes, I do is because if people don't have an endless supply of coins by using this filter, then they cannot afford to get every single Team of the Year alternate player and then fully max out each player to get around 27 to 2800 power. Players would then have to actually spend their real money or grind out the game. Prices in the auction house would go down to a realistic value instead of 5 to 7 millions per alternate player, which is what they have been going for. These guys that you see with all Team of the Year alternate players, they did not buy every single one of those cards. And EA, you can prove that. Because you've been losing money this year on this version of Madden Overdrive. You can check out whose account bought how many players, and you can also check and see how many accounts bought these players with coins. And you can also check and see how these players got that many coins. Did they sell one player for a lot of coins, or multiple players for a lot of coins, or were they selling a lot of really cheap coin cards, just a whole bunch of them? Those are the players that are abusing this filter. Now, you might say, what is that filter? I will get to that later. The next thing this guy says is, do you consider that some people aren't trying to protect this method, as you say, but maybe they're trying to get the already nerfed auction house left alone? You assume that if EA messes with the auction house, it's going to make things better. Let me tell you, man, you're extremely naive if you seriously believe that. Any fix is going to hurt all of us. You don't realize the tree you're trying to bark up. That, in fact, is completely wrong. Because not all of us are abusing and using this filter. The only people that are using and abusing this filter are the people that are trying to silence it on Reddit. Anytime you go on Reddit and you type in gold 1 and AH, it is removed. It is removed from the main screen and deleted because the people at Reddit, the moderators, are using this filter and they don't want it to get fixed. Just like this guy seems to be using this filter and he doesn't want it to get fixed. If the endless supply of coins that these guys are generating by doing what they're doing was stopped, the prices would in fact go down to where everybody would have a chance at purchasing an alternate Team of the Year player. Each player would have the opportunity to get a new player from a new promo. Not just these guys who are taking advantage of this filter and abusing it in ways that it should never have been. Now, EA might not know it. They might be aware of it and just are not able to stop it. Well, in that case, everyone should know this filter and everyone should be trying to improve their team, because there are a lot of guys who are out there struggling to get 20,000 coins, while these guys are generating anywhere from 5 million to 20 million coins a day by using this filter. And you will know what this filter is by the end of the video. Now, I don't know necessarily if I'm going to be able to show you in the auction house, because I'm not encouraging an exploit. I am encouraging EA to fix this issue, to stop these guys from manipulating the auction house, so that way it can become a fair and equal game. Right now, it is not a fair and equal game. You have guys who have a full Team of the Year alternate version team, all the way maxed out on all power. You can't do that without the endless supply of coins. It costs 5 diamond trophies to max out one player of power. So 5 diamond trophies is either 5 diamond 1 players or a diamond 3 and a diamond 2 player. 5 diamond 1s, if you're buying them flat out, they're going to cost about 1,000,000 coins for those 5. Now, if you're sniping them, you can probably get it lower. But if you have the endless supply of coins that these guys have, you're buying them straight for whatever the cheapest is on the auction house. And then you're cutting them and getting your trophies, and then you're training up your players. If they didn't have the endless supply of coins, that would stop. And they would have to either buy the Madden cash or be like the rest of us and just have an average team with good players on it. So his next question down here is, will people stop trying to exploit anything they can exploit? The answer to that is sadly no. Because people always have to find the easiest way out. They can't just play the game and grind the game. They have to try and find ways to cheat in the game, or abuse things in the game, or manipulate things in the game to become a good team. That's not playing the game. If you're doing that, you might as well not even play the game. The game is meant to be played. Grind it, play the events, earn your players. Don't manipulate the auction house to get a whole bunch of coins so you don't have to do anything but push the little buy now button to get who you want. Will EA be able to close all loopholes that exist? Well, they have stopped league hopping. They have reset the banner, the hackers on the leaderboard. I think that they can get pretty close to closing loopholes. That's if EA wants to stop it. They can and will. Just like last year they banned people for buying coins from third-party sites, they can do the same thing with fixing the auction house and then buying whoever is exploiting the auction house. EA can see how many coins each account has and see how they got those coins. And if you in fact are doing it, that is in fact cheating in the game and you should be banned. And then his next question is, if this person is found to be cheating / gaining an advantage, and in parentheses he says a fairly large if, do you think he's the only one? No, I do not think that there's only one person taking advantage of this filter. I can show you in my league right now that we got matched up against at least 2 to 3 people who have a all Team of the Year team and it's fully maxed out with power, and I can guarantee you that they did not buy every single one of those players out of the marketplace. And you know how I know? Because I'm going to show you those teams. and then you can do the math and figure it out for yourself. Because there's 32 players on the football team. You have 26 that are actually in the game that we use in every position. The other 4 are your special teams. So you got 28 spots. Okay? 28 times 5 million is how many coins? So if you do simple math, that's about maybe 1 billion coins. But here, let's do the actual math. 5 million times 26 players. That would be 130 million coins to get all those players. Now, if you were to max out each one of those spots, and it takes a minimum of 1 million, it takes a minimum of 1 million coins per player, that would be another 26 million. You're looking at 156 million coins spent for that team. It's just unbelievable, EA. Now, sure, once he swapped out that one Team of the Year player for the one he had on his bench, he can sell that one and generate some coins. But the old players that we had, they're not selling for millions and millions of coins. You're lucky to get maybe 1 million, maybe 2, depending on who the player is. You're not getting 10 million coins for an old promo player. The only player I think that's still Super Bowl honors that's selling for a lot is Long because of the 50 power boost. Everyone else is under 4 million coins. So, the comments got deleted, so I couldn't finish the rest of his questions. But he did have a couple of more questions. And we'll go into my league real quick so I can show you these guys' teams. Got a number ranked 41 guy. And actually, let's go to the leaderboards. All right. They're ranked 41. Right there. So, let's see. Let's scout this guy. So he doesn't have him. Yet this guy who has some guys that he grinded for because they only got the one boost. But let's see how many he has that has both boosts. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got 10 guys that go about 5 million a piece. So 50 million coins, basically. Unless he buy all 10 of those with Madden cash, which would be $1,000. Let's look at Esh's team. Now this guy, he's got all of his players maxed out at 90. But he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 Team of the Year alternates on his team. And it's fully maxed out. We'll go look at Rolly. Let's look at Rolly's team. So, we'll count how many alternates he has. He has this team fully maxed out. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 that we can see. He might have the other four special teams players also. But you got 4 guys in this one league who have almost the same team because of all the alternate players they have. That guy looks to have about 10, maybe 12 also. But if EA was to go in here and fix the auction house and stop these from happening, here's an alternate team of the year, 6 million coins. Let's just go to team of the year and just look real quick and see how much they're going for. So now you got them going for about 2 million. There's a Adam Thielen, probably one of the worst wide receivers that they did besides Tyreek Hill. You got 4 million, 4 million, 5 million. Looks like they're starting to go down in price. You got 3 million there, 3 million, 3 million, 4 million. And that's all of them. That's not a lot of options, you guys. So it looks like they're starting to go down in price a little bit from what they were selling for a couple days ago. But let's go ahead. What you're going to do is go to 3,000 coins for this filter. 3,000 coins. You can do schemes first if you want. And you want to do gold ones. So, these players right here are the mass players that are being added that people will buy as soon as they drop. And then they will go and flip them for 7,500 coins to 10,000 coins per card. So you're going to spend 1,900 in coins. You're going to sell it for 7,500 minus the taxes on that. So you're probably getting like 6,800 coins back. So you're making a 4,000 coin profit on each card. And these cards get dropped every 5 minutes on the hour all day. Now they might slow down for a little bit because they're taking a break. But if this is the bot inserting these cards in here and then they're being bought, the bot sees all these cards are being bought. So then when you post at 7,500, the bot buys them back because in his mind, they should only be going for about 2,000 coins because of the price inflation. But, watch, there's none right now, so you can come here, remove the schemes, And what you're going to do is you're going to scroll all the way down to 3 minutes and 55 seconds and see if there's any mass drops of players. And right now there are none. So at this 5-minute interval, there was no drops. But it's come and go. You never know when the actual drops are going to come. But people stock the auction house. They go to the 3-minute, 55-second area. And if you see a lot of one player, like you just saw all those bibs that are now gone, it'll be some other player in here. And you try and buy them up as quick as you can. And then you end up flipping it, posting it for double what you paid for. So if you bought one for 3,000 coins, you're going to post it for a bid price of 9,000 and a sell price of 11,000. And then the bot will buy it back for your bid price. Since EA doesn't seem to think it's a big deal, or maybe they're not aware of it and I'm shedding a light on it, I've heard other YouTubers talk about this, not specifically breaking it down and actually discussing it in a video, but I have heard that they know about it and they are not partaking in it, but they are aware of it. So that is the filter. I'm not going to go into too much greater detail on how to do it, but put the 3,000 coin buy now on it, gold ones. Look at the schemes first. If you see a lot of one player in that scheme, that's the ones you want to buy, and then in turn flip for double the amount you spent. So you buy it for 2, you're going to post it for 75. You buy it for 25, you post it for 85. You buy it for 3, you post it for 99. And the bot will buy it back. And even if you were to buy it for 2,000 coins, if you watched the auction house on that one player and you saw that his price was getting up to like 20,000 coins for it, you could post it for 20,000 coins and the bot would buy it from you for 20,000 coins. Because the price on that card's inflated so much by these people raising the price on the cards as they sell them, that the bot just buys it back because that's the way he's programmed, I guess. So if EA can fix that, level the playing field, so that way, or if you can't stop it, then patrol the auction house on those cards at that time, and anyone that you see buying them and then flipping them later, ban them, because that's supposed to be against terms of service. At least that's what EA was saying last year when they were banning everybody who was buying coins or flipping the cards in the auction house. At one point they said that you're not supposed to buy low and sell high. So if that is indeed the case, and these people are doing it, it's time for EA to enforce these rules that they have. They've started with LVL. Now let's get to the rest of the game. I'm pretty sure this video will get a lot of dislikes, a lot of downvotes, because I'm spreading the word and trying to inform the masses of what's going on. And they want to keep it quiet so they can just reap the benefits themselves. It took me a long time to get my team where it's at. I spent 5,000 Madden cash to get the long player. And I still have my Super Bowl players. It took me forever to get the Ramsey. And the team of the week players I do have, I grinded my butt off to get them. I got 11 team of the year players by grinding the event. I did get one combine right there. The other one is on my bench, but I will make a separate video about the combine and how to approach it here in a little bit. But this is going to be my video. I'm going to end it right here. Leave a comment, and if you like what I'm talking about, if you like me informing you about what's going on in the auction house and what the actual Gold One auction house filter is that people are using to generate a bunch of coins to get the best players, this is it. Hopefully this will make it to EA's ears and they can fix it to make the game fair and equal for everybody. But until they do, use the filter everybody's using. Try and get as many coins away from these top people generating all the coins as much as we can. I personally am not going to do it, because my hope is that EA will crack down, see who's doing it, ban those people from doing it, and eliminate it from not being able to be done anymore in the auction house. That is my goal. That's my plan. But only time will tell, because it's been going on since September and it hasn't been stopped yet. So I don't really know if EA knows that this is going on, but maybe they can start looking into it now. Like I said before, thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know if you think this is a good idea, or if you think that me sharing this is really a bad idea and it's going to hurt the auction house in the long run. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great night.